Okay, so everybody take a guess. What is common with all these smartphones? Realme Narzo 70 Pro 5G, iQOO Z9 5G, Realme 12 Plus 5G, Nothing Phone 2a 5G, Lava Blaze Curve 5G. Get it? 5G? We believe if you're buying a phone in 2024, it has to be a 5G phone. Now you'll be like, Pratik, what's the ideal budget for buying a 5G smartphone? See, 5G smartphones launch under 10,000 as well as 50,000. And if you see this report, the average selling price of a smartphone in India has risen to 21,000. So every smartphone company is launching their best value for money phone around this same price point. So to make things easier for you guys, we'll tell you which 5G phone is best for you, starting from 15,000-16,000 all the way to 25,000, and most importantly at the end, smartphones that you should really avoid in 2024. First up is Lava Blaze Curve 5G. It costs around 18,000 rupees, but last time I checked with card offers and everything, you can get it for 16,000. These discounts keep changing. But the bigger point is, up until now, Indian smartphone companies used to launch meh phones. But with Lava, here you get 8GB LPDDR5 RAM, UFS 3.1 storage, 33-watt charging, Sony camera sensor. Like specs to specs, this is the best phone that you can get at this price point. But you don't buy smartphone for specs, right? Right. You buy them for how they perform in real life. So we'll mostly be talking about practical points, pros and cons, what you as a user should know before spending your money on a smartphone. Now in terms of build quality is really good. Like the design and the in-hand feel of the phone is premium. There's glass on front and back with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection, which is pretty rare to see in this segment. And just to see if people can also feel this premium difference, we did a blind test with all Team TW members for all the phones from 15,000 to 25,000 and asked them, just by touch and feel, which phone do you feel is the most premium?
This feels more premium.
I think this one.
This is more premium for me.
I will go with this one.
And along with the build, the display here is also very good. But the second pro is performance. This comes with a Dimensity 7050, which is a good processor in this price segment. But Lava highlighted 8GB LPDDR5 RAM and UFS 3.1 storage, which is a very big feature as per them. But does it really affect practical usage? So here we have Lava, and then we have another phone in the same price with LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 2.2 storage, which is inferior. And if I open a heavy game like COD, every time it opens faster on the Lava Curve Blaze. So that LPDDR5 RAM here is helping. We also played COD, and at 60 FPS the gameplay is good. Another thing is it comes with Android 13 out of the box with stock Android experience. It has no bloatware, no ads, which is good at this price point. Because you can count on fingers which company sells phones with zero ads. Motorola, which also has started giving a bit of bloatware, and second is Lava. Also, this feature seems a bit illegal. Like, see, if I open YouTube and play a song, I'll scroll down in the quick settings, tap on this background stream, and then I lock the screen. You can play YouTube videos in background. The only thing is you won't be able to seek forward or backward or play or pause the music, but yeah, YouTube Premium for free. Now in terms of con, the number one thing is Lava claims this has a 64 megapixel Sony sensor, which sounds fabulous, but the camera performance on this is below average. See, the photos have noise, the edge detection in portrait mode is a hit or miss. Even in selfies, the light control is off. Like, see this picture, it has completely over brightened the picture here. Also see here, if you open the camera app, in the viewfinder you can see there is some sort of pinkish and even flickering going on. So Lava needs to work on the camera processing quite a lot. But at 16 to 17,000 price point, if performance and clean software is your priority, Lava Curve Blaze 5G is a good phone. Next up, if you increase your budget to 20,000, you get the iQOO Z9 5G. Now in terms of pros, the performance is really good. You get a MediaTek Dimensity 7200, which is one of the best in this segment. And if you see here on AnTuTu, it scores higher than the Nothing Phone 2a, which has the same chip but with a Pro in its name. Also, if you have seen our iQOO Z9 versus Nothing Phone 2a comparison, we tried exporting a 4K video and iQOO Z9 exported the video faster than the Nothing Phone 2a every single time. Also, in terms of gaming, you can play Call of Duty at 120 FPS, but what really enhances the gaming experience here is iQOO's game mode. It has a couple of options like this motion control. See here, you can assign actions on your choice of buttons like, see, I do this tilt to reload and I do this to fire. So easy and handy, right? Coming to display, you get a really good display. See, I'll play an HDR video here on the Lava Curve Blaze and iQOO Z9, and you can see the display of the Z9 looks much brighter. The colors look vibrant and punchy on the iQOO Z9. Also, it has HDR 10 Plus on Netflix, so if you have a top tier Netflix subscription, you can watch movies in HDR. Also, do share the password in the comments below, please. Number 3, the camera is what I feel is the most underrated feature of the iQOO Z9. You get a 50 megapixel main camera and of course, a 2 megapixel depth camera. Now, in this price range, you get other camera focused phones like Realme 12 Plus 5G, Narzo 70 Pro. We took multiple photos from all these three phones side by side, and surprisingly, The Z9 took either similar photo or in some situations better photo than the Realme and Narzo. The camera output of the Z9 is consistent. Also, this feature would be very helpful for creators.
On the iQOO Z9, you can do portrait video at 1080p on the rear camera as well as front camera.
Now, the other camera phones in this price segment can also do that.
Whereas on the Realme 12 Plus 5G and the Narzo 70 Pro, you can do portrait video but only at 720p.
And if you see in the portrait videos, out of the three, the iQOO Z9's video looks so much better here. And talking about complaints, the number one con is software. You do get the latest Android 14, but it has some bloatware, which I understand can be easily uninstalled. That is not the problem. The problem is you get hot apps and hot games, which again can also be disabled by going into VApp Store, but then again you get this pop-up. You also have to skip installing all these apps. The VApp Store also sends time-to-time notifications. So there's a dark patterns of bloatware and ads in this. It feels very tricky. So if you're someone who wants a phone for heavy gaming, good camera and good display under a 20,000 budget, this is a really good phone. Next up, you have the most hyped phone in the 21-25,000 segment, the Nothing Phone 2A. Very environment-friendly box. It starts at 23,999, but with card offers and all of that, you can get it for around 22,000. Now, coming to the pros, first thing that I liked is the design of the phone. It's a very unique looking design, a big circular disc with the camera module here in the center. And then you get these three strips of glyph light, which has its own purpose. Like the top left glyph here is a progress bar, the right side glyph is for essential notification, and the bottom left is for normal notification. Now this entire glyph interface shows up better on the white color. This one is more of like a translucent back. And if you want to know more about the glyph light, how they work, check out this video over here. With the design, you might either love it or hate it. I personally love it because it looks different than other smartphones, and the moment you hold the phone, it feels a bit premium. And in real life, you'll slowly start liking the design. The phone fits well in your hand, plus it feels very light while using it. And if you're using the phone in public, it will grab some attention. And the biggest pro of the Nothing Phone 2A is software. It is running the latest Android 14. The software is amazing as it doesn't have any sort of bloatware or ads. It's pretty smooth. It has this near stock Android experience, plus it has some good software features. Like see here, I can add a quick setting widget on my lock screen and I'll select Wi-Fi. So whenever I come to the office, I'll just tap on the widget to connect to the office Wi-Fi and boom, done. Very handy feature. It comes with 3 years of Android updates and 4 years of security update, which is quite good in this price range. And Nothing also has a really good track record of providing updates on time. Another really good pro is battery life. On a single charge, it lasted us easily 1 day with 30 to 40% battery left. It also supports 45-watt fast charging, so you can get 100% in about 1 hour. Now coming to the cons, the biggest con is the camera. It is very inconsistent. Like at times the light control is too high or too low, or some pictures also have issue with HDR, as you can see. At times in portrait photos, it gets the portrait cut out wrong. Overall, the camera has scope for improvement. And second thing is, there's no charger in the box. In the box, you get a Type-C to Type-C cable. And if you have a charger of your old phone lying around, it mostly would be Type A. And mostly, they don't have support for PD fast charging. So you need to factor in that extra 800 to 1000 rupees for a new charger with the price of the phone. So if you're someone who's looking for an overall good phone with good software support for the next 2 to 3 years, Nothing Phone 2A is a good option. And coming to the 25,000 price point, you get the Poco X6 Pro. Now performance is something which is the highlight of this phone. At this price, this is the best performance phone you can buy right now. You get a Dimensity 8300 Ultra, which is slightly faster than Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. So opening apps, switching between them, it does it without any issues. In terms of gaming, we played Genshin Impact at the highest graphics at 60 FPS. The gameplay was very smooth. Like for this price, Genshin Impact at 60 FPS, very few phones can do that. Now this point is exactly not a pro, but the Poco X6 Pro is the first phone to come with HyperOS. But compared to MIUI, there are very few bugs in HyperOS. Now you also get a few extra features with HyperOS. Like see here, Shobik has sent me a screenshot and I want to copy the UPI ID from this screenshot. So I just long press and I can copy. Done. Also it has some AI features in the gallery app. Like if I want to change the sky of this photo, I can go to the gallery, tap on edit, tap on AI and then select the sky and see the before after, it just blends it so perfectly. Now as I said, HyperOS is not a pro of this phone, but it is better than what came previously. But what really is a pro is the display of the Poco X6 Pro. You get a very good display here with Dolby Vision. Like see side by side with the Nothing Phone 2A, I'll play an HDR video on both the phones. And the difference in the display shows. Poco X6 Pro is more brighter, vibrant and punchier. So content watching experience on the Poco X6 Pro is really good. Coming to the cons, first would be the camera. In the picture of human subject, it brings some pinkish cast on the photos. Now, one thing about the Poco X6 Pro is I read it on community posts and even comments and even on Twitter, people were complaining about the battery drain issue. So after the recent update, we were daily driving the Poco X6 Pro and you can see from these screenshots, now HyperOS for some reason doesn't show you screen on time, but we didn't find any unnecessary battery drain. So after the recent update, I think the battery drain issue is more or less resolved. So that was the list. Now there are some smartphones in this list that we excluded on purpose, like the Motorola Edge 40 Neo. We excluded it because it's not available on Flipkart And even when it is available right now by 2024 standard, it's an old phone. Plus it has only one software update to receive, and Motorola doesn't have a very good track record of providing software updates on time. So that's a big no. There's also OnePlus Nord CE3 in this price, but I believe Nothing Phone 2A is a better phone right now compared to it in all scenarios. If there's a phone that you are using, write down your review in the comments. We'll pin the best one and it will help out the Team TW community. On that note, this is Pradeep signing off. See you in the next video. Pew pew. Pew.